Narino munanzi tware angala bonse. Narino munanzi tware angala bonse.
I used
to love that song. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny how me and Nelly know all these to my old school.
Oh, yes.
Well, let us say hello.
Hmm.
Hi, guys. Welcome to the Insaka Talk Show. My name is Priska. We are officially in spring. If you have not moved your time forward, please move your time forward because we are looking forward to that sunshine. And for those of you that are in Zambia, the time to watch the Insaka Talk Show is 21 hours. Today, we are talking about friends and frenemies. Before I do that, let me welcome my beautiful, beautiful co-host in the studio before we unpack who is your friend, what boundaries do you respect your friends, do you not, and who is your frenemy. In the studio, in the money color, all the way from Dallas, Texas, Mrs. Nelly Matatila Bartholomew. How are you?
I am well. Thank you, Priska. I'm well. I just want to make sure, those of you in Zambia, can you clarify? Is it 21 hours right now or is it 20 hours? I believe it's 20 hours because this whole moving time back and forward is a little confusing for us.
It is 20 hours. I apologize.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure that they have the right time. So let us know in the comments what time it is in your time zone. But yeah, thank you. I'm excited for this topic, Priska.
We were confused, yes. And then all the way from Chi-Town, it's sunny, it's winter. I don't even know what it is right now because my co-host Irene is wearing a sweater, which means it's cold. Irene, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, baby. How are you? Well, I'm wearing two things. I'm wearing the sweater because it's cold, and I'm wearing the yellow to represent happy day. Today is a happy day for me. I'll let you know later.
Awesome.
Wow, okay. And all the way from New Jersey, the manager herself, all the way in Maeve. Beautiful. I love the lipstick. Last week, we had an issue about the lipstick and she was mad at me. Really welcome to the Insaka Talk Show.
Okay, let me just say it today. See, I'm putting on a nice pink dress. Spring is here. So, I just had to light it up and look beautiful like always. But thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining us on Insaka Talk Show. Happy Sunday.
Yes, we're excited today. Nelly always said this is your show, and you guys wanted to talk about friends and frenemies. But before we get into that, the icebreaker question. Who is the most mysterious person you know? Irene, I'll start with you.
Wow, you just put me on the spot.
I sure did.
Mysterious.
I think I'm the mysterious person.
That is true.
It's true.
Very hard for you to know where I am with my feelings. I'm so mysterious that sometimes I check myself.
I agree.
That is true. I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree as well.
Winnie. I want to say you too.
Yeah.
Very mysterious. No, Chimapalo.
Yeah. Just like that.
Very mysterious.
Before we get into, I'll say I have this friend. She's so mysterious, guys. I don't know her age. I don't know if she's married or not married. Every message that you send is always a delete. Those little disappearing things. And people that do that, they are very, very shady. If you don't have a business and you're on WhatsApp and you don't have 2 check marks, you're shady. If you have that disappearing thing every time you send messages, this one will send a message view once. There is just never truth out of her mouth. She's so mysterious. Sometimes she'll be lying and I'll be looking at her like, okay,
yeah,
you are lying. Every day is something new.
Yeah.
Nelly?
I don't know. This is a hard one for me. I'm sure it will come to me later, but I just don't have one right now, which is weird.
That's okay.
All
right. What is happening in the community, you guys? Anything happening in your communities?
Oh, nothing for me. It was snowing yesterday. That's all I know.
All right. That it's a Women's Month. Irene, you want to take it from here?
Yeah. we are celebrating Women's Month. As you all know, March is Women's Month. So we're giving a shout out to different women that have made a mark and make a difference in the world. Because for a long time it was a man's world. Now it's a woman's world as well. So shout out to Muzinga Melu. She's a CEO of Absa Lusaka, Zambia. She's doing great things. You guys follow her and listen to her story.
She's
Hold
good.
on, Muzinga. Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I love her too. I saw there's something that they did recently where she introduced a wear your uniform to work day.
Yeah.
It was really interesting to see like all these bankers in their various school uniforms. And one of the comments was like, where did you guys find those uniforms? Because obviously the uniform that I used to put on right now, I mean, it can't fit.
It's
So
not the same.
yeah,
Same.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
Happy Youth Day, Zambia. Happy Youth Day, Zambia. And happy Youth Day to my youth. As you guys know, I'm a CEO of William Sandor Foundation, and we have so many youth. So today they had march past in their districts, which was very nice because before they make it big, but today they were like, if kids can't make it in their district, so they walked and they had like some snacks, and that was just on the walk with of my youth in Zambia. So I just want to say Happy Youth Day, every youth in Zambia. You guys made a difference. You voted for the president, and that was a good way of showing that youth are in power. These are the future leaders, guys.
Thank you so much.
Happy Youth Day. So what is the age limit? We were arguing with Winnie.
hey,
Anyway, go ahead, Nelly.
no. I think Winnie is still talking about. You still have to.
No, we were arguing. Remember, we were talking about who is a youth and who's not a youth.
I think it's 35.
35 is a youth, guys. Isn't that a young adult?
Yeah, I think it's a young adult. It's a grown adult.
So, like officially, what is the age range for youth? Is somebody who is between the age of 15 and 24.
15 and 24.
Yes, and 24, yeah.
Yeah.
There is something in Zambia they're still claiming youth day and they were getting youth day money. Is that?
I know.
Okay. Nelly, go ahead. Take it from
Yeah, sure. So if we talked about this earlier some time back on the show that Mr. Chibamba Kanyama was appointed as the U.S. ambassador, the Zambian ambassador to the U.S. Sorry. So yesterday was the swearing-in ceremony. The president did swear him in, so it's official. He is 1 foot here, 1 foot in Zambia. It's anytime now. We shall be dining with you, Mr. Chibamba Kanyama. The Insaka ladies are ready for you to come to this land and work with us.
Yes. Congratulations. I cannot wait. I'm sure we'll get to meet him first before you guys because I am in the very beautiful DMV area close I'm joking. What else is happening?
I think we can go and read a few comments from our viewers before we get into the trending topics.
Yeah, and before the trending topics, Winnie does have something that she wants to share with us about an event that's upcoming in her community. Jay's mom says, Odi, Karibu.
I love that.
I know, I love it too. Thank you also in English. Hi, ladies.
Hi, ladies.
Okay, Sandra says it's 20 hours in Zambia.
Oh, thank you.
And then she says she's the most mysterious person that she knows.
Good.
Sandra, you and me.
Princess Mwangala says, hello, beautiful queen, looking gorgeous. Thank you, Princess. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Princess. Yeah.
Muzinga Melu and Mukwandi Chivesa Kunda are my mentors. Great, that's nice. Wow. They supported my dreams at Standard and Chartered Bank. They are beautiful souls, y'all. Oh,
yes,
that's
Princess.
nice.
Actually, Mukwandi is the one we're going to showcase next week. She's on our top list. So just as well, you said something beautiful. I really admire these women.
Speaking of women, there is nothing as powerful as you're a woman, you're leading, and you carrying other women up and beautiful souls like she mentioned them. It's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You know what they
Absolutely.
say? They say women, we need to always fix each other's crown. And I think we are at this level where you just don't want to see your friend failing. You always want to,
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah.
In your branch?
Yes. So March 25th, we have a brunch. Guys, if you're in New Jersey, New York, come at high tea party. This is about us women. How can we empower us? How can we celebrate ourselves? Like I said, let's fix ourselves. Let's fix each other's crown, not always tear ourselves down. So please come out and show us. It's $40 the ticket. And if you're not coming, you can still Zelle to Williamson Foundation at gmail.com. That's a Zelle. And come and support us. It's all about us women.
That's a good one. I like how you
Yeah.
said if you cannot make it, just Zelle. So please, guys, if we cannot make it, let's still buy a ticket. Somebody else can use it, and it will go
Yeah,
to.
it's
Let's dress up.
very important.
I'm gonna wear a hat and all that and the dress. Watch me.
Yeah. So on that note, I do want to say we are also having something similar, a hats and heels tea party for Dallas area sometime in May. So we shall share the flyers in the coming weeks, but I just want to throw it out there. So those of you who are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, make sure you take note. It is coming. It's going to be powerful.
Nice.
Nice
All right.
one.
On to the trending topics. Start on a somber note today, you guys. And it's funny the way I found out that this young man had passed away was my husband and I were driving to Dallas yesterday with a friend, and we put the song, right? We put his song to play, and our friend was on Facebook and he goes, "This guy has died." I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Somebody who lives in South Africa just posted that he has died." I said,
Oh wow.
yeah. So he collapsed while performing on stage yesterday. I mean, we just lost AKA last month, and now him. I don't know what's happening with South African artists, but this is really sad. He was only 27 years old.
Wow.
Oh,
Please, so rest in peace.
Yeah, that's really
Huge
sad.
loss you there, and the fact that he was
The industry.
and singing kwaito, like, oh my gosh,
they
singing
dance.
Zulu
They dance.
and
I
singing
know.
in Zulu.
Yeah.
His language is swag is just like
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had this vibe, like like we know that that vibe mostly is for like black people vibe, but him being white and he was vibing like blacks. I'm like, wait a minute, was he born in the wrong body?
it was
It happens
South
sometimes.
He
African
had a
Eminem.
swag to it. Yeah.
Yeah, big loss.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you guys know about the controversy on Zaya. I don't know if they pronounce it as Zaya or Zaya, but it depends where you're from. Zaya, same zip code. She walked the runway, you guys. So the beauty about this young girl is that
A
Is
young
it
boy
gay?
young girl, young boy.
is a shame.
Okay, it's very hard to address such genders because you don't want to offend them. So I'm gonna just mention her name. So the beauty about Zaya Wade is that she discovered she wanted to be who she wanted to be at an early age, and she was very, very lucky that her parents rallied around her and supported her. And look where she is. She's walking the runway, Paris runway for that matter. I give it to her.
Did he walk? Did Zaya walk as a he or as a she?
You know what? I don't know because these fashion runways are funny because she was wearing a skirt. So a man can wear a skirt too. So I don't know if she was walking as a man or a woman.
Now is she?
Yeah.
But I feel like Mute so she is just taking. It's money. It's all about the money. Let me not even go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to each his own. We respect. Well, I'll speak for myself.
Yeah.
I don't judge sexuality. I don't judge what you do. To each his own. If you're what you are, we love you, and I live with it.
Support
Yep.
you.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yep.
Especially if the parents are supportive of what she's doing. Who are we to say anything?
Yeah.
Because she lives with them. She has to deal with them and they support her.
All right. Precious Mukuka says, looking beautiful, ladies. Thank you, Precious.
Thank you, Precious.
Yes.
Yes.
MCT store. Oh, thank you so much, gorgeous. That's my Chicago girl.
All right. So with that, guys, we're going to go into our first our commercial break. And then when we come back, we're going to delve into friends and frenemies, y'all.
Before we go, can I say something? Why are we looking so like, come on, get up, you guys. Drink some water, or something. Sugar in you.
Look who got mouth to talk. You got mouth to talk.
You see my mouth? I'm like,
I was like, what? Did she just say that?
She's the most quiet, soft person in the we'll be back. Get a glass of wine.
Do you run a nonprofit organization in the education, health, and human services sectors? Do you need grant funding for your organization? Or do you need help developing programs to help you raise money for your nonprofit organization? At Vibrant Funding, our mission is to connect our nonprofit partners in the education, health, and human services sectors to the financial resources required to achieve their mission. We support nonprofit organizations based in and operating in the United States and Africa. We offer the following services to new and established organizations: program development, donor engagement and retention, grants, research, and writing. Contact us at www.vibrant-funding.com or email us at info@vibrant-funding.com. Call us at 404-751-6802 to learn more about our services and how we can help you to have an impact on the world. Vibrant Funding, connecting donors and nonprofits.
My friend, you dangerous.
Welcome back, guys.
What songs, before, sorry, Priska, to cut you, can you tell us what songs you know about friendships and frenemies? There are quite a number of songs out there, and I've just sung 2 of them.
No,
right?
Friends and frenemies.
Not fighting about men specifically, but just
but it could just be a song that talks about friends.
Talks about good friendships and bad friendships, right? So let's
Kale we munandi. Me, I'm all about good vibes and good friendships. All my friends, I love and miss them.
I know, that's the thing. If you're my friend, I'll call, I'll check on you. You're my friend. Because I consider you my friend, I will check on you. So if you're gonna be acting silly out there, listen, I'll cut you out, and you will never gonna hear from me.
Calm down, Winnie. Calm down.
You
haven't even cut somebody off. You're already like on 100. Calm down.
Hey. So we need to first of all define who is friend, right? What does the dictionary say about a friend?
Do you want me to Google that?
Yeah, I can read it. I can read it for you. I have it right.
Okay, go ahead.
It says that the Webster Dictionary says friendships are mutually beneficial, meaningful relationships where each party gets something out of the relationship.
Check.
Okay, that is a friend. All right. So I don't know what you guys, think about that. The textbook version, does that count? Who do you, like, in your own words, who do you say, Winnie, who is a friend?
I think as a friend is somebody I can call when I'm in trouble. A friend is somebody I can tell them, even if it's going to be hard for me or for them to understand what I'm saying, they know exactly what I'm trying to say. A friend is somebody that even if I know I'm fully real friends, because your real friends they'll be like, okay, we never
paragraph we need. Take off a summarize. As a friend, I'm telling you, learn to summarize.
It's a mind. She full of Priska.
Yeah, Sandra says you are ready to go. Indeed. Princess Mwangala says she was expecting a dance entry today.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a big Mali post tired dancing. I want to know.
Sorry.
I think I'm why some risky that's shitty.
Mhm.
Anyway, sorry. we digressed. So Priska, what do you think a friend is?
For me, I think a friend is the Webster, our friend Webster described it well, but I'll just add something. It's somebody that I can be vulnerable in front of. Somebody that if I'm not afraid or I don't have to watch my mouth to say something in front of that person. Is a person that I can cry with, a person that I can celebrate with, and a person, and let me say this, the word friend, we misuse it. Everybody's not our friend. So to me, that's a friend. If I don't have gas today, I can call and say, Nelly, I only have $10. Can you sell me money for gas? And I know Nelly's gonna keep it. Let me go a little bit further. A friend of mine made, and I'm sorry guys, I'm taking time. A friend of mine made.
I did say
I'm sorry. She asked me who's a friend. I did say I'm sorry. When you were going around the circles repeating the same things, what I'm saying is, she said friendship is over. And Maud said this in our drunken state when we're drunk and we're just talking about friendships and loving each other and kissing on each other. And she said, we need to understand who is our friend. Sometimes we put our friends in positions to fail. If you know that Nelly is a friend that I can count on every single day when I'm stuck, when I don't have money, but then that same Nelly, I can never tell a secret to. Why don't you highlight Nelly and just keep Nelly on that level? Don't set her up for failure where you tell her your secret and she will somebody else, because that messes up. And I know, right? I know Irene is a friend that I can talk to her at midnight about anything. And I know she will keep a secret and she will tell me, she will give me advice, but I can't go to Irene and say, Irene, give me $10. So why am I going to put Irene in that position to ask for $10 knowing she's not going to give it to me? And I get mad and that messes up our friendship. Summarize this, or to me, that's a friend. I'm sorry I took time.
Zikomo. Irene, what do you think a friend is?
Well, like everybody has said, the dictionary states a true friend is whatever they said it was. The only thing I can add to that is that to me, a friend is the one that picks me up when everybody else is looking down on me. And she won't even say what happened. She'll just pick me up and we'll take it from there. 20 years later, I'll never hear about it. I'll never hear about it again.
Amazing.
I mean, that's a true friend.
Yeah, that's good. For me, I'll take it a step further from what you just said, right? And I'll say, this is how I simply. My dad used to say this, because each time you come, oh, that's my friend, that's my friend. Anyway, then he says, Mwanawandi, a friend in need is a friend indeed. So if that friend can come and pick you up when you're down and there's nobody there, and they drop everything and they come running to you, what makes you two friends is if you now can turn around and do the exact same thing with them when they need you, right? So this is where now we've set the prefix, and this is where we're going to build the conversation from, right? Because now from here, deep, because that's where frenemies come in, because some people don't. It becomes one-sided.
Yep. Yep.
That is true. I agree. Who is a frenemy? Winnie.
A frenemy is somebody who comes when you're crying. They like when you're in that space where you're vulnerable, you're sad, and then they like piggybacking you. They're like, oh, you're gonna be fine. This is great. But the moment they leave, they go tell another friend about what's actually going on with you. But they're forgetting what you at that moment you're miserable, you're vulnerable to them. But they use the same story to go tell somebody, but we but
That's
again,
more or frenemy?
that's a friend because the same person, right? People will see you with a friend and then like, oh my God, you guys, your friend, and you don't know, but they're looking at you like, this person here you call friend.
Yeah.
This is what they do behind you, but you don't see it. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I was in danger. Actually, could have even killed you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Sandra says, Winnie, I pray that you let go of everything today. You have a lot to say. Now,
Ah.
Let it go.
I really want to read that from Princess for us.
Yeah, friends are at different levels and must come with mutual respect. I agree with that. Friendship it has to be that. Like Priska said in the beginning, we misuse the word friends. We call everybody friend. It's like everybody says, I love you, I love you. Do you truly love them?
Yeah.
So that's my thing. Sandra Musomadorsi said, Vanamanase, what you said. I don't know what you said, Vanamanase.
I think she was referring to my definition of friendship. She's the only person that calls me Manamanas.
Oh, okay.
So sweet.
In this whole wild world,
Me, I think for our frenemy, I would say it's somebody that you dine with and they stab you in the back. They are like around you, they are truly, truly joyful and in support of what you do. And then next week you go to their house, she has all the colors that you have in your house. Your decor is moved from your house to her house, but she didn't tell you, I like your place.
I don't agree. No.
Oh yeah.
I think that's inspiring.
No.
Yeah.
Inspiring is when you say something, Priska, I come to your house, like I love your house. I love because you like the natural colors. You like clean, crisp. I should say something, Priska, I really love this. This is very inspiring. Can I copy this? Or maybe I'll do the same in my house. Not to now we kind feel this up. You're just watching, and then you say bye. Next year you go there. Every little piece that you have in your house, I beg.
So, yes and no. For me, like everybody knows I don't care. You tell me, where did you buy this? Go buy it. Go. I share things. So if I came to your house and I found you have the same decor, I won't consider you as a friend of me or whatever. But to me, we can be friends, but you're envious of me. You will never tell me congratulations. You will never tell me you're doing good. It comes to a point where you're almost afraid to share your achievements. And when you do something good, to say, look, I achieved this. This is what I did. You can also do the same. They never do the same. To me, and friends that they're not your friends anymore. They're going to talk about you. To me, that's what a frenemy is.
Well, for me, this is a frenemy.
Yeah, you said it well.
Right there, right? And then in the back, there's a knife waiting to stab you in the back. I think that's a more perfect example, which is really sad because obviously one party thinks we're tight, and then on the other side you don't know the feelings that are going on and the emotions that they have over you. But so how does that transition happen though?
Well, did we talk about should you confront your frenemies?
I think it's no, not yet, but it's in there. It's in the syllabus.
All right.
But you can talk about it now if you want to.
That's fine. How do you transition from a friend to a frenemy? When we used to be friends, we used to do everything together. And then one day you wake up and you decide, okay, so this is happening for Priska. It's not happening for me. she will see you not go past me, or you will
Yeah.
not pass me. I will plot and do this and do this and do this behind your back. To me, that's who a friend. That's when we've moved from friendship to frenemy now.
Yeah.
I think it starts from envy, like you said earlier. Envy is one of the biggest challenges that people have. They don't know how to like praise a friend, like genuinely praise a friend for the goodness that they're doing. So instead, they try and copy what that friend is doing, and your blessing and their blessings are two different blessings. And they will fail religiously. And what do? They start hating on you because now they're like, how did she do it? I can't do it. But they won't tell you, they won't ask you.
Okay, Monya, tell us.
When your definition of a frenemy, it's right. Let me put it up. She says a frenemy in a nutshell is a definition of a hypocrite, period.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are the proper words.
Very true.
Yeah.
Judas Iscariot. But Jude, Jude.
Yeah, that's what Sandra says. So she says if Judah did it to Jesus, what makes you think frenemies won't do it?
Yeah.
But just to me, I have no respect for a person that pretends to like me or pretends to know me. Hi, how are you? And if I don't like you, I don't know you. I don't care.
Really.
I don't say hello. I don't know your way. I don't speak. So just be very honest with somebody. When I don't like you. So when I see you, I will not speak. I will not look your way. And hi, how are you? No.
Yeah.
You're right. Just tell me. Stop pretending. It's not okay. It's not okay.
That's a good one, Wenya. Especially now that we are so much into a social media world, right? We spend so much time in this virtual reality it's almost becoming a reality. So if you post something and somebody makes a fake comment that they don't really mean, it's better. It's just keep scrolling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me speak on that.
If you don't mean it.
In comments, guys, we don't need to comment every single thing
On everything.
Catch their feelings. Like if I see your post, I don't feel like it. I don't understand. I don't care what you say. I can say I don't have to comment. Why do you catch feelings? It's okay for me not to say anything.
And not everything should be commented.
So says people need to understand the difference between friends and acquaintances, which is true.
Says somebody that called me at Wiggy for the day.
And
wow,
your friend.
She told me the truth. She was like, "Hey, you wig, please don't wear this wig on the show again." Like my dear's wig.
That's a good friend.
That was it.
He told you off.
A whole glorified hairdresser, hairstyle.
I'm wearing a different one.
Okay, thank God it's not the Medea one. So Priska, there you go.
Yes, I think so. I think we should confront our frenemies. People should know where they stand, and I think for me that also points where there's respect and boundaries. Me, I love my friends, and I think I'm a good friend. If it's a friendship that's worth me saving, guys, let's talk about it. What happened? Can we save this? How can we move forward?
Yeah.
With the friendships that I've let go, the ones that stopped talking to me knowingly and unknowingly, but the ones that I really care about, if I see there's an issue, let's sit down and talk about it. From the conversation that we have, I know if you're now my frenemy or you're my friend. But I love to save my friendships.
The same thing as me, like, right? Sometimes I might say something in my own world and then you get offended. And if you feel like that wasn't right, just call me, say, we fell and I didn't like it. And then I'll explain it. Maybe I didn't even mean it. Maybe I was just joking to you, or maybe I was just having my own world. But let's talk about something that's worth saving, especially some friendship. There are people that I've known for I know you for 20 years, and then all of a sudden we don't talk. Because you did some crap, or I did some crap. Let's just talk about it. We've grown, we're matured now. We are now in a sisterhood. So we should have respect and love one another, and let's save friendship that's worth of saving. But some people, I will not confront you.
Well, for me, I have a policy to say I don't have any control of why people do things they do to me, but I have control of how I process it. So I'll make you even more foolish because you talk about me. I'll find you somewhere and I'll greet you with a very nice grin. and you go home. To me, I feel like I'm teaching you. No, I know, I understand it's very condescending, but I'm teaching you to like check yourself. Like, wait a minute, Irene heard that I was talking about her, and she didn't confront me. This is serious. Maybe they might stop talking about other people. I don't know, but I don't think I have any shred in me to like confront somebody. I'm learning from you ladies. I know you always like, Irene, you should try and speak out, should try and do this. I'm learning. The
But
maximum I'm into matches and I just am bullying her.
when you're saying hello to them, though, do you really mean it? Like, if they
Mm.
said something very hurtful to you,
Mhm.
and then
Right.
you'd be like, wow, I am really hurt. Why would you say that? And then you see them the next day and you say hello and you give them a hug. Do you really mean that?
No, it's a figure of speech. I don't really grin at them or anything. I would see them and I'll say hi and go by. I'm not gonna do kumbaya with them. No, it was just a figure of speech. Yeah.
I would like to grow up and be like you one day. Nelly, should you confront your friend?
It's interesting. This is why we make such an interesting team, right? Because the personalities are very different, and in the way we handle issues. Priska is the cutthroat. She would just tell you. She'll just, and then Irene is very passive. Irene is passive aggressive, if you will. She's the definition of the word. I believe in confrontation too. I didn't used to be like that. If you 20 years ago, if you had asked me, I would have probably been like Irene and say, I'll just pass, I'll just ignore things, but not anymore. And the older you get, the more harder it gets to make real friendships. Guys, in case you didn't realize, the older you get, so it's harder to make friends. So hold on to the ones you have. If it's like Priska said, if it's worth salvaging, then confront the person. That's the only way you know the truth. Hey, Yeah.
And I would say I've been a person that I didn't talk to this person for a year.
Mhm.
And then when I had surgery, I was having a conversation with Munye. Munye was like, one of the friends that you have is Liz. I picked up the phone, I called Liz. I was like, you know what? I really don't like you, but I had surgery.
Really?
I said, I had surgery. This is what I'm going through. I really miss our friendship. I think when I tell you we are all not perfect, I can be somewhere. Liz would have a key to my house. Liz would have a key to my shop. Liz, I can call Liz. I'm stuck here. She will come at 1:00. So that's a friendship that we didn't talk for a year. I had surgery. I was like, you know what? If there's a person that could be, she came right away from work.
Wow.
And I was like, Wanya, if you didn't answer the phone, block. She was like, you stupid. And it's almost like, yes. And then she was here every single day when I had surgery. So was that a friendship worth saving? Yes.
Yes.
Have we grown and moved past what we went through? Yes, we have. And now we know better. Next time I will respect boundaries. I will respect her. I will not do this same thing with her. So some friendships are worth saving. And I'm not ashamed to say that. I preserve a friendship in a heartbeat.
Which brings us to, how can you be a better friend, right? Because sometimes, but as a human being, we are selfish by nature.
Yeah.
Selfish. That's how we're born. We are all born selfish. We have to retrain ourselves through our parents, through our guardians and people around us and the world around us to learn to start now caring and nurturing other people. And then we realize that in doing so, we have actually more fulfilling life.
Yeah.
It's not all about ine. There's a lot in giving. So for me, I'm a firm believer in giving, right? Because as a Christian, I believe that God gives back to me one way or the other. And I genuinely believe in celebrating my friends' accomplishments.
Yeah.
Even if I am not at that level myself, I don't care where it is, what it is, I will celebrate.
That is true. And you do give.
Yeah, that's how I believe you can make a better friend. Irene?
I agree with you totally. And I think to be a better friend, you should be a good listener, less judgmental. And sometimes it's okay for you to just help without asking what happened.
That's
Because sometimes it's an embarrassing situation, what happened to them
Mm.
to get to where they are. And you coming in with like, what happened? So why did you do this?
Mm.
Very judgmental, and your friend might not open up.
Mm.
But let them open up to you, whatever journey they're on at their own time. Your job is to just come in and just pat on their shoulder and say, hey, it's gonna be okay. Let me open a glass of wine, a bottle of wine so we can drink and have fun. Then slowly they'll start talking.
Mm-hmm.
that's deep.
Less judgmental.
I like that.
Mhm.
Really?
For me, it's like my midnight friend. My midnight friend means that person who can come into my vulnerable space. And
So
then,
how can you make a better friend?
so
Like
I
me?
make a better friend by receiving them the same way they receive me. So I'll open up my home. I try not to ask questions like Irene says. I just let you talk and speak, and you can come at my house and just like, we're gonna sit down and have a glass of wine. If you feel like you want to talk, and then you will talk. I never used to be that person, but I think as I grow, I realized when somebody said, Winnie, are you home? I'm coming to your house. I'm like, yeah, come in. I don't ask questions, especially ask women in relationships. I just say, girl, come in. The kid's going to be making noise, but we can sit down. We can sit down, watch a movie, eat, and then maybe later on, somebody will be just start being open up, being vulnerable. And you're like, oh, maybe this is the reason why they came in, but they called if you are home. So I do the same thing because I believe in I have to be a better friend in order for me to have good friends.
So you create a space.
I create a space for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. Priska.
I'll agree with what all of you guys said, especially the fact that Irene said it's a judgment-free zone. I can be a better friend to you. If you need me financially, I'm there. If you need somebody to talk to, I'm there. And I love to empower my friends. I'm a person that if there's a sale here, oh, Nelly, there's a sale here, go and get this. Oh, guys, they're selling this. Oh, guys, they're hiring this. That's how I can be a better friend. Like you said, a friend in need is a friend indeed. So I'm always open and there for my friends.
Yeah.
And I love to respect boundaries. And this is what people don't understand, especially when it comes to friendship. There should be boundaries and respect. So I can be a better friend by doing that.
Yeah. So have any of us lost a friendship that we wish was still going strong? I think by now, the true answer would be yes, at least for me.
Yes. I'm sure all of us have a
Which is
yes
so
there.
sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
I do have a friend who was really, really close to me, like super duper close to me. We have a very complicated friendship right now. She was my best friend in Zambia. And then something happened here, very, very, it's very personal. And then we went separate ways. But because of the friendship that we had all these years, we kind of agreed to say when we meet, we're going to just laugh and dine like we talk every day. If you see me with her, you think we talk every day.
Yeah.
But we don't talk. But she's a friend who I've heard stories from other people that she has so much respect for you because whatever you guys were doing when you were young and are friends, she's never heard about it from anyone. So you have to be loyal to your friends. There's a code to friendship. If you are loyal to your friend, I'm friends with all of you, and then we do something, some funny thing, Nimwako or Aluka, we're just the four of us. We just clean it up and it dies there.
Yeah.
I'll be hurt if I hear it from Cincinnati. Ati mama alikola Mwaluka. You know, that kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to say. So you have to really hold on to friends and the stories and memories that you've built. I don't care if you don't become friends later on.
Yeah.
It should still be your friends in your heart.
I agree, Irene. I think one of the things sometimes people don't remember is that, life is very constant. Change is the only thing that's constant. You can differ, like in the example that Priska gave about Liz, right? They didn't talk for a whole year. Can you imagine in that space if Priska now started taking confidential issues that they either experienced or shared together and started Dukula Sabankanya because now they are not as close or buddy like they used to be, right? It would have, this reunion wouldn't actually be possible because of that. So even if you differ with somebody, I think protect the secrets. That's what I believe. Protect the secret. It doesn't matter. What you tell me, it stays right there and it's not going anywhere. Even if you stop treating me as a friend, at least it's going to stay right there.
I'm a true believer of that. Well, Anthony says he has a question actually. The question is, do men have the same problem with friendship as women?
No.
We should have brought a man to answer that as well.
Men in the chat, please let us know.
Men. We have Amos. I'm gonna put you on blast here right now.
I want to say the simple answer is no, because the nature of our friendships differ. So we are not going to have the same problems. Okay. What does Mr. Amos says? When you differ, the one thing one should salvage is friendship. The future is a mystery. Your friend turned enemy can be the only help available.
Yep.
It's it's like that sometimes, man.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Winnie, did you answer? If there's a friendship that you would have loved to salvage?
Yeah, I think there's some friend I would have loved to salvage, but I think it was a little too late because they had already said a lot and they did so much damage. And then now they look back and they realize that whatever the damage that they did, it didn't do anything. It just destroyed the whole thing. So even when I wanted to bring it back, I don't think I can. It's fixable. It's done. So for now, all I do is whenever that I don't meet even this person, I don't even talk to this person, but I do pray. Like one day she could find the peace in her heart and just like, you know what, I've forgiven you. You are okay, and I'm okay, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I think I didn't answer the question. Sorry, Priska. I do have a friend whom I have loved dearly. Gave a key. Every time I moved, they always had a key to my house. No matter where I went. And for some reason, within the last 2 or 3 years, it's like they've just grown apart and I don't know why. And I try to reach out and it's like they're busy, they're always working. And I feel like I literally grieved for this person. I had to grieve and act as if so I could move on because did everything. I would, get off from work, maybe pass through the Asian store, buy some kalembula, and I'm like, hey, I'm buying kalembula, and she loves Shima, I love Shima, and we would sit, eat kalembula. If I'm cooking chikanda, let's cook chikanda. Let's watch a movie. We watched all kinds of movies together.
It's nice.
This person would stay. If she gets too tired, she just sleeps on my floor.
That's a good friendship.
Like very deep. I miss her, but I don't know what happened. And I wish it was still going strong, but I realized maybe it wasn't the same for her. Maybe she's found other friends, but I wish you well, my friend. I still love you.
And that's nice. For me, I don't even want to cry about it because I had to take it. It was a friendship of 15 years, and I was friends with him before he actually got married. And then eventually the three of us became friends. I don't know what happened between the wife just decided she doesn't want to be friends. But for me, is nothing happened. When I tell you, like, we'll talk about everything, nothing that me and him did that you would hear from outside. So I don't know what happened. 15 years, I cried about it. I was like, you know what? It's okay. I think the mistake that I made was became friends with both of them. I should have said friends with him. But to go back to what Irene said, we women, especially in our friendship zone, we really need to normalize, like, when somebody does something, it's the four of us, and then you get up and you go into something. That also comes to, we are all friends here. I no longer talk to Nelly. Then I go to Winnie and say, you know what? I'm not friends with Nelly anymore, but this is what Nelly said. Winnie needs to stand up and say, no, stop that nonsense. When Nelly was saying this, what did you say?
Yes.
You can't just, we all talk, guys, but there's a level and a limit.
Yeah.
If Nelly said this, Wena, what did you contribute? So Winnie needs to pick up the phone right away. Nelly, I'm with Priska, and this is what Priska said. That's gonna stop with Yamlo.
Yeah.
Also, what is the purpose of Winnie giving you that negative information? Like, I would never do that to a friend. Somebody was talking negative about you, I would never bring that negative information to you. So we need to normalize that and just cut. If you're Mulomo, when somebody like this one said, we need to stop.
Yeah, that's why you need to be a midnight friend. Because if somebody comes to me and say, like, for example, Priska, you're looking beautiful. You got a surgery. We all know that. And then somebody called me and said,
oh, we did?
We did. Did everybody out there know that?
The people who know So, Priska, what happened? I'm like, excuse me, she looks beautiful. What else you want to say? Yeah, she's looking beautiful. You got something else? If I'm pity, you know what? Because I had to be my sister's keeper.
Yeah,
I love that.
Because I sat down, say something. They could have come around and said, "We no. I know what it is. You saw it, so why are you asking me?"
yeah.
And also, not to cut you short, is what do you say when I'm not there? Do you defend me?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you don't defend me and you keep quiet, guys, that doesn't mean anything. That means tonight where you're agreeing with what the person says. Like she nipped in the back. Yes, I look good. I had surgery. I look amazing. Look at this. So what?
Silence. Yeah, you're right. Silence is acknowledging the rubbish that the other person is bringing in.
And I'll tell you guys this about Winnie. Winnie, loyal friend. She was actually, when they came to Dallas, she was about to fight somebody, y'all. She and Tony
Anthony.
to the event. She and Tony went to get drunk. Sideways, Tony, Winnie was ready to fight.
In that evening gown. They're calling her for awards.
No, I don't like. When I say you're my friend, you are in my space. What I feel, I'm gonna protect you. I know you're gonna protect me. So when I see somebody else, just because Tony does not speak Bemba, you should not come to Tony and say crap. Nell is my sister. I'm coming for you. And I am. I'm that friend.
Half of the time when we argue, I'm like, she's like, for real.
I think we'll go Gaffie.
You know, Priska, on the friendship that you're talking, this is just something that came to mind. You were friends with the guy and then he got married. Most of the time is the insecurity of the woman in the picture. Obviously, you're a beautiful woman. I don't know about her. I don't know how she looks like. But I think, but you see, you were friends for 15 years. So the friendship that you had with him was rubbing off to the wife, maybe in passing, maybe Alenanda, yeah, this reminds me of Priska. So maybe he's just saying that because he appreciates you as a friend. So she starts feeling some kind of way, catching some feelings. The next thing, it's either Priska or me.
Salapo.
That's just what I think happened.
Exactly.
And it's not in a bad place. Huh?
Men should never do that. Do you know my husband would never do that? My husband would tell me, this is nonsense. You should not do this just because you don't talk to somebody for something stupid. Not to say that he won't defend me. He would never get into my stupid arguments with my friends or somebody. And I believe that's what men should do. But it's all good.
Yeah, no, I agree with Irene too. When you were saying it, I realized that women, there's that space of jealousy. She felt like you occupied a space in his heart, in his whatever that she didn't want you to occupy. And you know that the saying always goes, a man will always listen to the woman whose bosom he is laying on. Okay,
I respected that.
All right. So Amos. Sorry, I wanted us to read this. Amos was responding to Tony's question, and he says, in response to Anthony's question, to a certain extent, yes and no. This is because for our emotional reactions, women can make up easily, but that's different for men. Speaking for myself, I have never recovered from a betrayal. Friendship was lost, but high and by survived.
Wow. That's the one I was telling you earlier, the high and by. I just zoom by. Yeah. Or not kumbayaing.
Yeah.
So how
the word? How can someone completely lose your respect as a friend? Like what somebody whom you consider a friend, what do they have to do to say, yeah, what's up? You know.
Betrayal. And when they have no respect for themselves.
Mm. What elaborate on the respect for oneself, as in Baindo Wamba? What do you mean?
In just
Husband, one. Flirting with your spouses, that's not right. You're my
Yeah.
friend. Of course, my
that's a no-go area.
Yeah.
I should know that if I live here and Nelly and Vincent are in one room, Nelly has enough respect for herself.
Yes.
Vincent not to feel like he's gonna talk to Nelly, and I
Yes.
should be very comfortable with leaving them together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the number one.
Yeah.
And then again, when you don't just respect my home, this is my home. If you want to give me ideas, but don't come to my house. Oh, this is what you should be doing. This is what you should be doing now. No.
And for me, it's belittling what makes my bread and butter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't belittle what I put on the table to feed my son and what puts a roof over my head.
Yes.
My hustle is my hustle. You're a friend on other levels. But when it comes to my hustle, respect it. Do not belittle it. Do not talk about it somewhere else. I had a friend who had she used to do that when we go out to for a drink. She was a director. And every time a guy comes, she always used to think because she was smaller than me, the guy is going to talk to her.
Hey.
So she didn't realize that some men like meat, you know? So she would say something like, the guy would be like, oh, so what do you guys do for a living? She'll be like, oh, I'm a director for blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to say because she'll know who I'm talking about. I'm the director
I know
for blah, blah, blah. And she's in childcare. And then the guy would be like,
why are you speaking for me though?
Yeah, childcare. But you see, one incident really made her feel so crappy because the guy said, childcare. I respect people who do childcare because they have a heart.
And I'm that's like, a frenemy right there.
A director.
I'll say a little bit about that. As you guys know, I run a nonprofit organization. That is something that God given. Some things you just don't find it. Sometimes you just don't get it. God has the vision to do it. So one of my friend, I guess she works in health. I won't mention her name, and she goes, I'm supposed to be the one having this kind of nonprofit organization. And I was like, oh, so you would have lost 3 brothers and sisters? Like, what are you talking about? Just because I am who I am and I do this, I should be beneath you? And I looked at this person. I have no respect for this person. And I look at you, I'm like, go sit down somewhere there.
See, that's where now we are talking about a real friend that you have will not belittle what you have. What they will try to do is inspire and say, Moana, are you happy making $50,000 a year? I'm making $75,000 a year. If you would like to know how to make $75,000, I can help you get to the next level.
Right.
Not judging what your friend does. And everybody don't want to be a nurse. Everybody don't want to be a banker. Everybody don't want to do what you do. Some people do the job that they love.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are so right.
Yeah. So Princess Mangala says betrayal for her. That's what would make her, that's
lose
what
respect.
Betrayal and lack of respect for me, and hit on my man. No. Don't hit on Princess's man.
Oh, I love this one. Let me read this one. This is really funny. Anthony said he had Tyson in his corner when that night he felt so safe because Winnie did everything.
Got you, man. Got you.
Yeah, this is nice.
The funny thing I was telling my boyfriend about it. It's like, Winnie, so why will you go and stand for a man? You can fight, right? It's like because he wasn't a Zambian, so I had to fight for him.
And they were calling her for an award. She won an award in
Yes.
Winnie.
Well, fights are different. Some people are verbal fighters, and some people are physical.
And
fighters.
I don't usually do
this. No, not to cut you short, Winnie. You look like somebody who would fight a fight to the end just with your mouth, not physically. Both.
Winnie,
I'll tell you a little bit.
doom, doom.
Because when I was young, I was the tallest, and even now I'm still tall. But I just feel like I don't like when people are intimidating somebody and I'm with them. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Sandra. Sandra Sapo Tindua says, great topic, ladies. Thank you, Sandra. We
No,
appreciate
thank you so much, Sandra.
Yeah, and if you would like to suggest something that you want us to talk about, please send us a message and we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to talk about Sandra. So she's in the marriage and health counseling. She's gonna come in when we have these kind of topics. Yeah.
Okay, good.
You're most welcome.
The more the merrier.
Yeah. So, guys, I mean, after fiance, right? Now that you've lost respect for a friend and things have gone down, how do you determine when it's time to let go? You're like, babe,
I think the first
like
one
we have to cut ties at this point.
For me,
so when my friendship is like this. I love you. If I call you once, you don't pick up. I call you second time, you don't pick up. I'll call you third time, you don't pick up. I'll start grieving. I'll give it a month. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to call this person. I can't call you. The third month, you don't hear from me. That's it. I can see you, or you never hear from me, and that's it. Friendship goes, and I let go, and that's it.
Wow, Winnie.
Yep.
I think for me, if I get to, I love closure. I love to know if I did something wrong. Please forgive me. 85%, 95% of the time when I do or say something wrong, I'll be like, you know what, I did it. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. Or even if I say something about Irene to Nelly, it's something that I could repeat in your presence. So I would like, once we sit down and we talk about it, we rekindle the friendship. And when we get to the level where I'm not comfortable in your presence, I can't say anything. I cannot be myself. I have to dress up when I'm around you because you will talk about, for the makeup, she looks like this. I have to be vulnerable, be comfortable. So when I get to that level where I don't trust you anymore, it's time to go. Then we have grown apart and no love lost there, darling.
Yeah.
For me is if we've been friends for a very long time and you decide to take a different path, hanging out with other people, and you're leaving me out of your fun schedule or your fun times, that means you're indirectly telling me, Madam, better go. I'm not gonna ask you like, so why are you guys going on ladies' dates and you didn't tell me? If you don't tell me the first time, the second time, the third time, you know what? I smell the coffee and then I just go mute.
But then can we share friends? Do you have to be?
No, you can. Yeah, you can share friends. Okay, I'll tell. Yeah, you can.
What you're saying is, sorry. Now, it's much to explain if you didn't understand. What I really saying is, you have events. You usually hang out together with other people, but all of a sudden now you're hanging out with these people. But I'm not getting an invitation card.
Yeah.
I'm not things that we used to do together before.
Right. Like this is what we're doing. Are you coming? At least give me a chance. I have a friend that always says, give me a chance to say no.
Yes.
Yeah. You've been sending them invitation, they're not coming. What do you do with that?
It's not invitations. Like I'm talking to you today. Like we are talking right now. After we say bye, the next thing I see on Facebook, we live in the same town. On Facebook, you had gone for dinner for cocktail hour, but you were talking to me. How come you didn't say, oh, Mana, when we're done, we're actually thinking of going for a cocktail hour? That's what I mean. You do it one time, two times, three times, I smell the coffee and I go mute.
No, I'm with you, Irene. Because if somebody is cutting you off like that, it means that they don't want to be around you. You have to take a hint, guys. Take a hint. And then when you flip that also, right? If I'm the friend that's always inviting you, now I didn't invite last time. You didn't come. You had an excuse. I invited you the second time. You didn't come. Third, fourth, I won't call you again.
I've reached that level.
On social media, having fun, and that I will never call you again,
I think I've reached that level. People that you invite all the time, they never come to yours, but they expect you to go to theirs. It's so disrespectful of somebody's time.
So many levels.
Yeah.
So, I mean, before we close out this show, and I know we are at time, but we're going to take an extra 5 minutes here. We want to talk about what are some of the most important traits, and we'll share with you some tips on how you can maintain good friendships, and how you can spot when things are not right for you to walk away for your own sanity. So what are some of the most important traits for a friend to have? I think we've discussed some of them, but just to summarize.
Like I would say something, right? I have friends over here where I live, and then we have grown together. I would say that, and my sisters. We have our children growing up together. Now our children are in 20s, 14. My daughter is 14. And then if we go crazy, we do our nonsense, our stupid thing, I would say that. We are affecting our children. Let's stop, like whatever the adult people are going through, let's not affect our children, because our children are innocent kids.
Yeah.
Like it's very important that as grown-up people now, when I'm having issues with you, I should come to you and say, girl, this is not okay. How can we fix this? Because our children, they've grown up together as cousins. This is our empire. This is our community. Yeah.
That's deep.
You are right, Winnie. And in our circles here, like for me, the circles that I hang around with, the friends that I've had, even Sandra, we are like family, right? Her children and my children always grew up together. When we have parties, sometimes the kids would sleep over, and vice versa. So they know this is Auntie Nelly, this is Auntie Sandra. And so if we start fighting, when we start fighting and we don't talk to each other, the kids are affected, because now we are preventing them from having that relationship.
Unstable, it becomes an unstable relationship, because they know this is my aunt, so we need to stop, damn it. My people, let's stop it.
So one of the most important traits for friendship is mutual respect.
Yeah.
And boundaries.
Yes, boundaries.
Yeah.
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 A tip from Irene: don't be afraid of enemies who attack you. Be afraid of friends who flatter you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Everybody.
And the next one is everybody isn't your friend. Just because they hang around you and laugh with you does not mean they are your friend. People pretend well. At the end of the day, real situations will expose fake people. So pay attention. I love that one. Be careful who you pretend to be. You might forget who you are.
And then last one. That's the last one.
That's from me. I saw this online. I was like, yeah, so in the end, right? Friendship is this weird thing where you just pick up a human you've met and you're like, yep, I like this one, and I'll do stuff with them.
That is true.
Yeah. So,
but anyway, so you guys, this has been amazing. I know a lot of people were saying this was a good topic. Like Priska said, our viewers, if you have any pressing topic that you want us to talk about, we'll create a content and share it, because this show is about you guys. You're the one we make this show for. We want to make sure you learn from whatever that we share with you guys, and we learn from you, from the answers that you give us. We kind of know your personalities by now because of how you interact with us. But and for those that are new to this channel, please, you can visit us on all our social media pages. Subscribe, like, share, tell friends to come and watch us. We are always on top of the game when it comes to topics that we know that people are going to enjoy. I hope you had a very nice time with us. Happy Sunday from Chicago, Miss Winnie,
New Jersey,
Miss Priska.
Are we closing out?
Priska, go ahead.
We are above time, you guys. Do you know what time it is?
Yes, we were gonna stay for at least up to 10
Yeah.
minutes.
So to
You said
summarize,
5 minutes.
Nelly, what was categorize your friends?
So basically, we want to leave you with this. Like Priska said, don't set your friends up for failure. Know the type of friends that you have. Even in Munganda, we have children with different personalities. So do our friends. We know how to handle our children. If you're a mother of more than 2 kids, you know that each one of them handles things differently. right? If you know that one child is good at doing laundry and then you entrust them with cooking, you know that fiala longora. So in the same way with your friends, learn to categorize your friends and know that, hey, this is my, financially go-to person. This is my need a shoulder to cry on person. This is my need to pray with person, right? So we need to learn to categorize and not put our friends in spaces where we set them up for failure. That's for me, in closing. I think that's what I can say, but each one of us can go and let us know. Priska, what are your last words?
Well, I agree with everything that you said. And for me is I take my friendships very seriously. I love my friends. I want to have fun with my friends. And sometimes it's okay if we don't talk 2-3 days, as long as there's that mutual respect. And guys, life is too short. The age where we are, people are dropping off and they're dying. We have our inner circle friends, our outer circle, and acquaintances that we know. If there's somebody that you don't talk to and you miss that friendship and you love them, talk to them. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you mending your friendships. And if it's something that you realize, okay, this one is not letting me grow, I'm not doing anything with this one, it's okay to let them go. Like Nelly said, everybody's got different personalities. Put your friends, respect them, boundaries. I don't have to tell you every single thing that's going on in my home and you take it like, oh, you don't share anything with you because I'm your friend. No. So with that being said, I love you and leave you, and you guys are my friend and be better. Let's learn to respect each other, have boundaries, and stop if you're Mlomo. When Winnie calls you and said, Priska was saying this, call Priska and Winnie and Nelly and Irene together. Let's nip this in the butt. What did you say? Why did you say that? And next time, don't come to me and tell me nonsense that Nelly said if Nelly is not around. That's just the way that we're going to grow.
I have one more before we close.
Yes, of course.
Guys, so like for me, right, I know so many friends. I know so many people because I've lived here. This is our whole life. We've lived here for this long time.
Yeah.
I do Insaka. These are my sisters. I have a non-profit organization, Bupe, my baby sisters. I have my friends in New Jersey. I have so many friends. And every friend that I have respect for them. I don't have to have one friend. And I say it. The reason why I have these friends, because I'm vulnerable. They are like me. They are my sisters. I am not going to bring somebody that I don't associate with to bring them in this circle, because what I'm going to say, I'm like, oh my God, today in Insaka, we did this. When I'm talking to my girls, they know what I'm talking about. There's a respect. There's love. So the same love, even if they see Priska, they'll give her the same love, because I go very highly respecting my friends. Pansaka, oh my God, Irene, this is what Irene did. Or this is what Nelly does. When they meet, they don't have to even see each other. When they meet, they'll be like, oh my God, I heard so much about you. That's supposed to be a friend. So let's be a friend, even if when they are not there. Be there for them, respect them, love them. Not to be a woman to no.
We just pick up the phone.
This has been amazing, guys. If there's anything that you want us to talk about, of course, we're here. And if you're just joining us, this is the Insaka Talk Show. We were talking about friends and frenemies. Till next time, we love and leave you. What is a movie for this week? What is a recommended movie for this week?
Yeah, we are recommending Waiting to Exhale, because it's a good movie about friendships. If you have any other movies that you're recommending about friendships and the topic that we had today, go ahead and put it in the chat and continue this conversation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And what are we talking about next week, ladies?
I'm about to bring it up. I was like looking at it, and then something came up. I will. So the topic for next week, you guys, is household chores and mine only.
Yep.
Okay. So I think this is going to be interesting. You guys should watch, because we're going to have men on the show as well. So please come in numbers.
All right. This has been the Insaka Talk Show. Thank you and have a blessed Sunday.
Thank you.